Rebekah Scott. I'm 22 years old. I became vegan. One day I was with my older brother, and he had been talking about how he wanted to make healthier food choices for himself. And I thought that it was a great idea because I had been wanting to eat healthier in the first place. He started going online, he started ordering healthier choices of food, and I wanted to take it to the next level, and I wanted to look up, what are some healthier food choices compared to what we were having before. So I became vegan about a year ago. It'll be a year in August. I became vegan because I was watching a documentary on Netflix called What the Health. It made me realize the choices that I had been making with food wasn't the best choices. So my father died when I was 10 years old. The movie made me make a connection with his death and the food choices that he had been making. He passed away due to a ruptured aorta. Before he passed away, he was very fun, he was very loving, sweet, very adventurous. He loved to take us out on vacation. We'd always go to Disneyland, Universal Studios, New York, Arizona. We did a lot of traveling when he was around. I noticed I lost weight. Previously I was on a certain medication, and it made me gain a lot of weight. And so when I had gone vegan, just in a couple of weeks, I noticed my weight went down to a normal size that I was before the medication. I had really bad acne on my face, and I noticed that was slowly going away, and there was the scarring was going away as well. And also I've been dealing with anxiety and depression for a really long time, and I noticed just even after a few weeks of going vegan, I was unafraid. I wasn't as depressed as I was before. I was conquering fears that used to scare me before. So the difference between veganism and vegetarian is that a vegan consumes no animal products, whereas a vegetarian will consume cheese, eggs, and dairy. So in 2014, I got out of a really toxic relationship. After breaking up with the person, I gained a lot of anxiety and depression because I was fearful. I thought that I was gonna run into him or see him out in public, and I stayed home. I felt like staying home was the safest place for me. I didn't go out. I didn't go to school. I couldn't hold a job. I was living in fear. And when I went vegan, I noticed those things were slowly starting to change. I was going out more. I was able to hold a job. I was going back to school. I was happier physically. So I had a lot of acne all over my face, and I noticed just after 2 weeks of being vegan, my skin cleared up. I had just had very little scarring left. I had lost weight within just a couple of weeks. My family didn't react the way that I thought they were going to react. I thought that I was just going to change up the things that I was eating and they'd be okay with it. They weren't happy with it, and especially my mom. My mom was scared for me, I guess because she was scared for me because she didn't want me to damage my health. My mom did notice that my anxiety and depression was getting better. She had noticed that I was going out with her more. It was a struggle going vegan, but not giving up the animal products. It was more a struggle having to hear everyone's opinions, my family's opinions, my friends' opinions. So it wasn't necessarily the food choices. It was just others around me that was making it hard for me. After going vegan, I had noticed that I was losing some weight that I had gained off of a medication that I was taking. My family they didn't approve of me going vegan. They thought that I would be unhealthy. They thought that I was gonna get sick. They thought it was crazy. And they would throw their religious beliefs at me and saying that God created animals. The animals are here for food so we can eat them. It bothered me a lot, but I knew that this was something, veganism was important to me, so no matter how much their opinions hurt me, I knew that I was gonna stay on track. I wasn't gonna let their words faze me. So one of my brothers noticed a change in me as well. One day I was going into a store and I I was going in by myself. And one of my brothers asked, he goes, "Are you sure? Like you can go in there by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." And it didn't, he was questioning me, but I was questioning him. Like, "Yeah, I can do this." And so it took me going into that store to realize, oh my God, like I really was, my anxiety and depression was so crippling that I couldn't do these things on my own. And now that I'm doing it on my own. So on today's episode, we're gonna be going to my favorite vegan restaurant called The Butcher's Son in Berkeley, California. After that, we're going to be going to Whole Foods. I'm gonna be showing you guys what I get from the grocery store and what to look out for while shopping for vegan products. And then we're gonna go to a vegan donut shop, one of my favorite vegan donut shops. And after that, we're gonna come home and I'm gonna show you guys how to make my vegan brownies. Hi guys, we're here at the Butcher's Son in Berkeley, California. This is one of my favorite vegan restaurants to go to. The Butcher's Son, because it's 100% vegan. I don't have to avoid anything on the menu. I don't have to watch out for anything in particular because everything on the menu is 100% vegan. So I ordered the bacon cheeseburger from the Butcher's Son. I got it because I've been craving a burger for the longest time now. And the restaurants that I've been going to haven't really satisfied the taste that I've been looking for, the look or the taste. But I think today I'm gonna be satisfied. So let's see how it tastes. The texture is just like a burger. The meat, it's tender. You can't even tell that it's vegan. It tastes just like if you're eating regular bacon or regular pepper jack cheese. My food was amazing. I love that it tastes exactly like a regular cheeseburger. As far as the texture was everything like a burger. It was heavy, it was big, it was full. Okay. Next, we're gonna go to Whole Foods and I'm gonna show you guys what I buy and what to look out for. So I'll get the meat, I'll get like donuts, snacks, waffles, cereal, milk, my like vegan lunch meat. Is the Beyond Meat burger, and I love to get this because this is the closest, other than the Butcher's Son, this is the closest I'm gonna get to tasting a real burger. So I love to get these waffles by Nature's Path. They're 100% vegan. And this is my favorite bread to get, Dave's bread, because it doesn't have any eggs in it, doesn't have any milk in it, it's 100% vegan. And this right here, Skinny Pop, is vegan popcorn. Breakfast bars, they're dairy-free, they're gluten-free, they're low in sodium. It's just the perfect snack when you're in a rush, but you don't have time to sit down and eat breakfast. Whole Foods was a success, and now I'm gonna show you guys what I bought. So I bought first these vegan waffles. Waffles have always been my favorite, so I'm glad Nature's Path and Whole Foods carries these. Next, I bought this vegan lunch meat. Sandwiches have always been my favorite, especially for lunch. I love this because it tastes just like regular lunch meat. Then I got this Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I'm so thankful that Ben & Jerry's came out with non-dairy ice cream. Ice cream has always been my number one favorite snack. Ben & Jerry's ice cream is vegan. It's gonna say non-dairy. If it doesn't say non-dairy, chances are it's not gonna be vegan. So look out for the non-dairy sign. And the next thing I got was Skinny Pop, a vegan popcorn. It says butter flavor, but that doesn't mean that it has butter in it. It's just the flavoring. It tastes like butter. And last but not least, I got the meat. So this is Beyond Meat, and this is grilled chicken strips. I got this because my favorite dish has always been vegan chicken Alfredo. And so with these little chicken strips, it makes it easy. All I have to do is cook it on the stove for a few minutes, and then I could just add them to my pasta, and then I have chicken Alfredo. And now our last stop is gonna be Vegan Donut Gelato. It's one of my go-to places. They have really great vegan donuts. They taste just like a regular donut. They just don't have any eggs in it, no milk, no dairy ingredients. So here we go. Hi, so we're here at Vegan Donut Gelato in Oakland off East 18th Street. Remember the donuts that we seen at the Butcher Son in Berkeley? Well, those donuts are from here, Vegan Donut Gelato. So we're gonna go in and let's see what they have. So Vegan Donut Gelato is special to me. There aren't too many donut shops that carry donuts that don't have animal products in them. Remember the donuts from the Butcher Son? Well, those donuts came from here, Vegan Donut Gelato. So Vegan Donut Gelato makes them at their restaurant, and they supply them over to the Butcher Son in Berkeley. So this is my favorite kind of donut. I love the cakey texture, and of course I love chocolate, and I love the sprinkles. So let's see how it tastes. It's very good. It tastes just like a regular donut. It's soft, it's breaded. Next, we'll be heading to my house where I'll show you guys how I make my vegan chocolate brownies. So here we go. Flour, cacao powder, sugar, baking soda, and salt. So we're just gonna go ahead and mix all of our dry ingredients together. And you can slowly start seeing it turn into like a brownie mix. You want to chop off the ends before shredding it. That way when you're shredding the zucchini, you don't have these the stem part grinded up in there as well. And then in another bowl, we're gonna shred this zucchini. And shredding the zucchini is what gives it the egg-like texture. Now we're gonna add our wet ingredients into the zucchini. So vegetable oil, and vanilla. And so gradually we're gonna add the cacao powder, the brownie mix, into the zucchini mix and blend it by hand. If you blend it by spoon, it's gonna come out really, really thick. So it's best to just mix it with your hands. The more you add the cacao powder, the more it starts looking like a normal brownie mix. Here we have our brownie batter. It's all mixed up. You could see parts of the zucchini, but once you put that in the oven and it all cooks and bakes together, you won't be able to see it anymore. So now we're gonna take our spatula and get all the mix into the pan. And then we're just gonna spread the mix out so it can cover all of the pan. And now we put it in the oven. Today you guys learned that I went vegan due to my father passing and how I found the link between his eating habits and him passing away. You guys also came along with me to the Butcher's Son, the vegan dine-in restaurant, and where I ordered of the bacon cheeseburger. After that, you guys came along with me to Whole Foods, where you guys got to see what I shop for, the things that I get. And after that, you guys came along with me to Vegan Donut Gelato, my favorite donut shop, where you guys got to see the donuts that I picked out. And then we came back to my house where I showed you guys how I make my vegan brownies. On Facebook, you guys can find me. My name is Rebekah Nicole. Snapchat, you could follow me. It's sweetheart_23. So for YouTube, I have 2 channels. The first channel is my personal vlog. It's called JB Vlogs. And my second account is strictly for veganism, and that's That Veg Chick.